Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Future Stars live on Hidayat TV. I'm your host Atisha, and today our topic is the Waladat of Imam Taqi alayhi salam. I think his birthday was on Friday and we're talking about it today. So before I continue, I'd like to introduce my guest.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Misbah.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mohsin.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Zaki.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Ali.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Hussein.
And thank you for the introduction. Like we do on every show, some with the surah, some with the translation. Most and Misbah will be, Misbah will be reading surah, and Mohsin will be reading the translation. So can we start? Then off with the loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajhum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. لإلاف قريش إلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
For the time gone Quraysh, for the time and because the caravans they set forth in winter and summer, so let them worship the Lord of this house, who have fed them against hunger and have made them safe from fear. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. Thank you for that. And remember, whenever we're reading surah, make sure you read the translation as well, so you know the history behind it and how you can also implement it into your life. So, who we're talking about today? Ali?
Imam Ali and...
Not Imam Ali.
No.
Zaki?
Imam Taqi.
Yes, Imam Taqi alayhi salam. His name is Muhammad. So Imam Muhammad Taqi alayhi salam. So what Imam is he? Hussein?
The ninth Imam.
Yeah, he's the ninth Imam. And who was his father? Any of you know? His father, the eighth Imam.
Was
Ali? Hussein?
Imam Raza.
Yeah, Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam. So Imam al-Taqi alayhi salam is the ninth Imam. His father is Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam, and he was actually under the time, the rulership at the time was who? Who were the Khalifs at the time? Yeah, Misbah?
Abbasid.
Yeah, the Abbasid, the Khalif. So the Khalifas was the Abbasid Empire at that time. So so the Abbasid Empire at that time was at the time of Imam Taqi alayhi salam was Mamun al-Rashid, the son of Harun al-Rashid. Yeah, so that was the ruler at the time, and actually the Abbasid Empire, the Caliph at that time was the one that actually got Imam Ali Raza killed, because they poisoned Imam Ali Raza, his father, and they got him killed. And we're going to be learning more about that today. So Misbah is going to start us off with the loud salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajhum.
The story of Mamun al-Rashid's first meeting with the young son of Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam is interesting. Once when our ninth Imam Taqi alayhi salam was only 9 years old, he was walking down a street of Baghdad when Mamun al-Rashid and his soldiers came by. All the other children on the street ran away, but Imam Taqi alayhi salam did not. Noting this, Mamun al-Rashid stopped his carriage and asked, "Young man, why did you not run away like the other children?" Imam Taqi alayhi salam replied calmly, "Neither had I committed a crime, nor was I blocking the way. Why should I have run or be afraid? And I also know that you will not cause any unnecessary trouble when your way is not blocked." Mamun al-Rashid was surprised with this mature reply and asked, "What is your name?" Muhammad came the reply. "Whose son are you?" asked Mamun al-Rashid, "Son of Imam Ali al-Raza alayhi salam." Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala
Muhammad wajib farajhum.
Thank you for that, Misbah. So the first thing that we know is that we started off with this story, and it's talking about the first meeting, the first time the Imam Taqi alayhi salam actually met Babur Rashid. So it was the first time. So whenever any soldiers of the Khalifa would come, and he would come in his like army type. It wasn't an army, but it was a group of his like soldiers and him. When he was walking around, all the children, what would they do, Ali? You forgot, Zaki?
Run away.
Yeah, they would run away. So they would all run away and hide and move away from the soldiers. So they were going across, they were going through a street, and then the soldiers came, and Mahmud al-Rashid came as well. And then all the children ran away except who was the only child left? Zaki?
Imam Taqi, the 9th Imam.
Yeah, Imam Taqi alayhi salam. Imam Taqi was, I think he's nearly at this time, nearly around 9 years old, because I think his father died when he was 9 years old. So he was nearly about 9-year-old at this time, and he didn't run away from those scary looking soldiers. Yeah. So and then the Mahmud al-Rashid actually asked him, why did you run away like the other children? What did he say?
He said he never did anything wrong, and he's not in the way of like the path or something. So he has no need to run away.
Yeah. So and then Mahmud al-Rashid was very was astonished to see, because he was a young person at that time, wasn't he? Nearly like I think a little bit over 5 or something like that, and he's giving an answer like that. So so he was clever for his age, wasn't he? Yeah. And then I'll just say what Hussein said as his reply. So he actually said back to Mahmud al-Rashid that, I never did anything wrong, and I never blocked your way, so I don't have anything to fear. So he had a clever answer, didn't he? Yeah. And then Mahmud al-Rashid asked him, what's your name? What did he say? Misbah?
Muhammad.
Yeah, and then he said, son of who?
Imam Ali Raza.
Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam. So thank you for that, Misbah. Most of you for the next thing. So can we start most of
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wajib farajhum.
Mahmud al-Rashid hold on. During his hunt, the hawk returned to him with a fish in its beak. Mahmud al-Rashid was surprised. He returned back to the city once again. He found children playing on the same spot who ran away seeing the Khalifa's soldiers, except for this young man who said he was Muhammad, son of Ali Raza, who remained where he was. Mahmud al-Rashid hid the fish in his palm, stopped his carriage near Imam Taqi and said, tell me, what is there in my fist? Imam Taqi replied, Allah has created a tiny fish in the river. The hawks of kings sometimes catch a fish from there and bring it to their kings. They hide it in their fist and ask a member of Ahlul Bayt of the Prophet, tell me, what is there in my fist? Mahmud al-Rashid said, truly you are worthy of the son of Imam Raza. Mahmud al-Rashid took the young Imam Taqi with him and let him live in a nearby house next to the royal palace. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wajib farajhum.
So thank you, Mohsin. So there what happened actually once they continued on their journey from asking Imam Taqi alayhi salam, why didn't you run away? So they moved on from their journey from that. And then actually a bird, a hawk, I think it was, that normally what they would do, they would catch some bird, some fish from the sea and then go give it to the king. Yeah, so this bird actually did that and then gave it to the king, and the king kept it in his fist. Yeah, so when he went back, yeah, again all the children ran away, and then he said to Imam Taqi alayhi salam, what did he say to him? Zaki?
What is in my fist?
Yeah, and what was the reply from Imam Taqi alayhi salam, Mohsin?
Yeah, he said, the reply was that there was a bird that collects fish and 4 kings, and then the bird came back to give him the fish in his hand, and and he said, there's a tiny fish in your hand, and that was his reply.
Yeah, so he was saying that Allah created fish in the sea and all that, and he said that there's a fish in your hand. So and then what did Mamun Rashid say? He's saying
that they normally do this with people of that, like after the Bayt, the family of the Prophet, to like sort of test.
not exactly. What did he say after? Misbah?
Truly you are worthy of being the son of Imam Ali Rida.
Yeah. So because Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam was actually really clever at that time, wasn't he? He's known for his cleverness and all the other Imams as well. Jafar Sadiq, who actually had a school, didn't he? Yeah, he had a school as well. So and he taught a lot of people. So the Imams were really clever, and then and then he said, oh yeah, you're truly worthy of being from this line, as you are like the same as them, you're clever like them, and you act like them and stuff like that. So what do you think of this Mamun al-Rashid character?
He's a good man.
Is he? So just remember, the Abbasid Caliph, because we haven't got to that point yet, the Abbasid Caliph, what did they actually do? They
Poisoned Imam Taqi's father.
Yeah, they poisoned Imam Taqi's father. So what do you think they were, why do you think he was giving praise to Imam Taqi alayhi salam then? Mohsin?
A bit like to
Because
sort of think he's on.
because he knows himself, don't you think, that oh yeah, he should be the Khalif, the Imam should be the Khalif. They do know, don't they? You know what I'm saying?
Is it that sort of like he wants to stay in charge and he's sort of persuading him, like he's acting really nice to him, and like
Then backstab him.
but like keeping him sweet basically, so that when he's old enough or when he can like take over as like in charge in it, that he doesn't, and he just lets him rule.
It's possible. It was a possible answer, kind of, because these Khalifas, they know, and in the past they have actually used, and we have went over, I think, a story about Imam Rasul alayhi salam talking about these Khalifas before, yeah, and we said how they have backstabbed the Imams alayhi salam. They have, haven't they? And then what they know themselves, or they are the right people, that the Ahlul Bayt do have knowledge, and you'll see after, and he kind of uses them to gain support and say, I support this man, and all the Shias, they get happy for the people who supporting them, don't you think? They're supporting their Imam, yeah, and then they use them, and then what do they do after? Ali?
Backstab them.
Yeah, backstab them, and same like he did to his father, he's gonna do to
Imam Taqi.
yeah, Imam Taqi alayhi salam. So so Mamun al-Rashid does know, and that's why he's praising him. He does know that they do have knowledge, and because they're from the family of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They have this knowledge. We're saying you've got the next thing. So can we start with saying off with the loud salawat?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
When our ninth Imam, Imam Taqi alayhi salam, was only 9 years old, his father, our eighth Imam, Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam, was sadly killed by the King Mamun al-Rashid. Mamun al-Rashid decided that he would try to bribe Imam Taqi alayhi salam into his way of life, because Imam Taqi alayhi salam was still only a child. Mamun al-Rashid took Imam Taqi alayhi salam to his palace and gave him whatever money he could buy. But Imam Taqi alayhi salam was not interested, because he knew Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could give him much more. No matter how much Mamun al-Rashid gave him, Imam Taqi alayhi salam did not do anything against Allah's commands, as Mamun al-Rashid wished. Moral: whatever anyone gives you, always remember that Allah can give you so much more, but only if you are a good Muslim and do as Allah tells you. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
Thank you, sir. So, like I said, and when he was 9 years old, so this was really young age, isn't it? That his father, Imam Ali Raza alayhi salam, was sadly killed by the Khalifa of the time, Mamun al-Rashid, the same person that was praising Imam Taqi alayhi salam. So he actually killed his father. So it's really not a good thing. And then he went over to Imam Taqi alayhi salam, because Imam Taqi alayhi salam is only 9 years old. Do you think if some 9-year-old boy, like could you bribe them, like sweets or money, something like that? It could
Depends how intelligent they are.
It depends how intelligent they are. That's right. So normally, what would any 9-year-old boy do? They would
go for it, but if they listened and they were actually knew about what things happen, they wouldn't take it.
Yeah, most 9-year-old boys, because they're not they're not like fully clever now. They don't understand everything, do they? Yeah. And when people don't understand, they sometimes like think, oh yeah, that's really good, isn't it? Yeah. And normally, if you get introduced to this palace and they show you how much money, food, and a good place to live, a massive space, and most people would accept that, wouldn't they? Yeah, but what did Imam Taqi alayhi salam do, Zaki?
He said, no fans that, and plus when you're going to heaven or hell, you're not going to take those stuff with you to there.
That's a really important point. Do you know Surah Lahab?
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss B, you know that surah? You wanna recite it now?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabat yada abi lahabin wa tab, ma agna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab, sayasla naran zata lahab, wa humratuhu hammalatal hatab, fi jidiya hablum min masad. Sadaqallahu
al-aliyyul azim. So thank you, Miss B. Mohsin, do you know the translation for that surah?
Yeah.
Can you say it?
The path of Abu Lahab will perish, and he will perish. His wealth and gains will not exempt
Alright,
him.
let's stop at that line. His wealth and gains will not exempt him. What does that mean? Zain?
It means it doesn't matter how much power you have or how much money you have in like the world now. When you die, what's it called, and when you get judged, nothing matters except your good deeds.
Yeah. So who's Abu Lahab? Who was Abu Lahab? Mohsin?
He was I think
Prophet's what?
prophet uncle.
Yeah, he was a prophet's uncle. He was Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's uncle. So he was he had money at the time, he had power, and then what did he say in the surah? That
He will perish and he will perish.
the path of Abu Lahab will perish and he will perish. So he's saying he'll be destroyed. And then he says wealth and gains will not exempt him. So whatever you get in this world, whatever gains you have, whatever wealth you have, it won't help you in the next. And this is the mindset that who are we talking about today?
Imam Taqi.
Yeah, this is Imam Taqi alayhi salam mindset, isn't it? He thinks, and we should all think that what the wealth and gains will not help us in the next life, will they? Yeah. So so if anyone bribes you, if anyone does anything like that, Zaki.
It's nice to get those things, but actually you don't need them when you go. So the more good deeds you're getting, the more things you're gonna get in heaven.
Yeah. So the more good deeds you have, the more better things, the more it's really good for you. It's a really good thing, and you can't really describe it, can you?
Nah, it's more than good. It's heavenly.
So thank you for that. So Bispi, you've got the next thing. So can we start, Mr. Abdullah Salawat?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
Ma'mun al-Rashid, son of Harun al-Rashid, called the young ninth Imam, Imam Taqi alayhi salam, to Baghdad from Medina and offered his daughter. This infuriated his family, the Abbasid, to prove them the excellence of Imam Taqi alayhi salam. Even at that young age of 12 years, he arranged a meeting between Imam Taqi alayhi salam and the most learned of men at that time, Yahya ibn Aqtham, the Chief Justice of the Abbasid Empire. It was a grand occasion with some 900 other scholars present. The court was full of people from near and far. Everyone wanted to see what the outcome would be. Yahya asked the first question, which was, what would be the kafirah of a person in ihram who hunted and killed his prey? Imam Taqi alayhi salam answered that he would have to be given a lot more detail before he could even begin to answer the question. For example, was the person in ihram baligh or not? Was the person a free man or a slave? Did he know the laws of Sharia on hunting or not? Was his ihram for Hajj or Umrah? Did he hunt intentionally or not? Was this the first time or one of many? Did the person in ihram hunt inside the haram of the holy Kaaba or outside? Did he hunt in the day or at night? Was the prey big or small? Was the prey a bird or an animal? Was the person repentant or not? Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. Thank you, Misbah. Before we continue, that's all we have time for this half of the show. So we'll see you in the next half of the show. But until then, Khudafiz. Hidayat TV.